Hi folks, this is Megan. I'm the assistant for the scheduling and personnel supervisors. And one of my jobs is to sort of old this mess out and make it like billable information. So this sheet will come with every special service packet. So usually your name will be here, so I'll just fill out my name right there. And you'll have the date of the special service. So there was a basketball shuttle on the 20th, so I'm just gonna put that down. Now, bus number, you will be assigned a bus number when you're first starting out. So let's go with 118. 118 is a good solid bus. Okay, now it'll tell you what scrolls to put. This is just special service, where you'll do your walk around. It'll also tell you where and when you should begin service right here. So this one, I was supposed to begin service at 1 o'clock at McBride, and I'm supposed to go out of service at 3 at PVDB. Alrighty, now filling this out, I'm gonna put my starting hub right here, and this is the one that is on the hub of the bus, so you'll have to go to the tires. And then the time you started your bus. This one is really, really important, folks. So say I start my bus at 5:26 and my starting hub will be something 96. Complete walk around, yes. You don't have to put a time there, just hit check. And then once you get your bus going and you head over to McBride or wherever that you're supposed to, you can put down your time in service here. So let's say 5:30. Then this in-service information, if you do not turn off your bus besides the final turn off, you do not have to touch this section. It is just if, say you have a 30-minute layover someplace, you're not supposed to go back to the barn, and you don't want the bus on for 30 minutes. I mean, that's a lot of gas. So you're just gonna turn the bus off. Totally okay. Just put the time that you turned it off here. So I turned the bus off at 6 o'clock. Okay. And they're coming back on. I gotta turn my bus back on. Put it at 6:30. That way I know not to charge the people for this time that the bus was just sitting there. It's not on, nothing's happening. And it saves the customers a little extra money. Now for counts, I know everybody does counts on the MDT. Certain routes, certain special services, you will indeed do MDT counts, and that'll be like football or basketball, or I know sometimes we do it on Iowa. Like the really, really big ones we'll do counts on the MDT, but other counts we'll just do manual counts like we did back in the olden days. There's a little clicker by the MDT down, like welded onto the bus. Just click for each passenger. Now time out of service, this will be when you're completely done with the people. You did your final drop off. You're putting your bus into I'm not in service, and you're about to head down to the barn. So let's say I got done at like 8:30. Headed back to the barn. Now, where did I park down at the barn? Now this could be in the cleanup line, and then you would circle other. Out front is if the student mechanic, the stud mech, is going to take your bus and park it on the B side or A or C side. Now, time parked at the barn, I'm gonna say 8:52. This is the final time you have turned off your bus, or because a lot of the drivers who take these are O1s, you aren't allowed to park on the B side. So like I said before, you might be told to park out front, and then the student mechanic will take care of the bus. If that is the case, put down whatever time you left that bus. So basically the time parked bus at barn is when you are completely done with that bus, you aren't going to touch it anymore, you're done with that service, you're gonna just be chilling out in the break room if you have time left over. Put down that time here, already? And then make sure you put the ending hub for right here, the very end of service. So let's say I really racked up some miles, and we'll just put 150. So a lot of the times this is all that's going to be filled out. If you have a transfer bus, we do have a spot where you can put that information. So time transferred the bus, old bus hub. It's very self-explanatory, very much like how we see on the clipboards. Just fill out everything. And then of course we have our lift passengers. Fill this all out again. Now, if you have any notes that need to be taken here, say I accidentally started taking MDT counts, put that here, that way I know and I can get the right information. Or say you have a comment on the special service, you have something that you think would improve it, etc, etc, etc. This is a very general special service sheet, not specialized in any way. You'll have this for like the wrestling ones, the new employee, the dental school, pharmacy school. Now we have some specialized ones. This one right here is football. Now when you are a football special service, you'll be one of three. You'll be either Hanger, Downtown, or Hawkeye. And you can just circle which one, so I'll be Hawk. So bus number here, go with 96 this time. Starting hub, 200, whatever. When you are actually filling this out, please make for sure that you do fill this out correctly. I take all this information and make it billable, and this is how we make money off the special services. So if you do something incorrectly, I'm just going to have to guesstimate, or I'm gonna have to ask a lot of people to look up a lot of things, and it's gonna waste a lot of time. Then you have the time you started the bus and your in-service time. Now with football, you will often get to where you're supposed to go, and you might just chill there for a while because you're fourth in line. You will not be putting your in-service time until the time that you actually are told, okay, come up, you can start loading people. And this is end of service pre-game right there, very important, pre-game. So this will be if you are not in game, because if you're in game, you don't have an end service for the pre-game. This will be when we all head back down to the barn, and the people who are going to go to the game, they go off an MV1 or a bio bus, and the rest of the people, we go on a food run. And so you'll put your out of service time and the time you shut it off. You do not have to put where you parked your bus here. Counts here, see, you I have backup place. So if this is because we often take counts on the MDT, so you won't have to take manual counts. So this is if the MDT goes haywire and you have to take manual counts, you'll put them here. You don't have to do that for if the MDT is working. Some people like to see how many people they get on the bus and how many total. That's totally fine. You can put it there. Post game. So start of service post game. So we all get back and we are getting on our buses again. So time started bus, in service time. Note here, I don't have you putting your hub number again, because you're just gonna put that at the very end. Unless you switch a bus, you don't have to constantly tell me hub numbers every time you turn off the bus. Only the final turn off is when you'll give me the final hub. And then we have out of service time, ending hub here, see, ending hub, put that there. So let's say 52, and then your time you shut off the bus. So football shifts technically are like 8 hours or 7.5. So I'm just gonna put 9:30 and park location. So sometimes the support staff who are doing the football will park your bus. So if that is the case and you leave the bus at the pumps and the the support staff are going to park it, just put the time that you left it at the pumps. And you can put that there, and you'll just put park location support. If told to leave, bus on after fueling, please note this time as time shut off. So again, time shut off is basically when you are completely done with that bus for this special service. And then you have the final counts here as well. And then bus transfers, see, running hub of old bus if you do a transfer, and lift passengers. Now, if you're an in-service route such as downtown / Hanger or Hawkeye, you're not going to be going out of service, so you don't have to put anything here in the end service position. You can legit just cross that out, and you also don't have to put anything here for the post-game start of service, because again, you're not going to be going out of service, and these are here to put information, so when you go out of service, you are still, like, we're not going to be charging for time that we're on a food run or you're at the game. So then you're just going to fill out everything else. It might seem like you are in service for a very long time, but just remember you are in service the entire football game, and so just make sure you're writing down everything accurately. So next we will go to basketball. So this is a sheet for basketball. Again, it's very similar to football, but there are indeed a couple things that are different on this. Okay, so this is basketball. This is pre and post game. So pre-game, this is all basically the same thing as the football route. So you still have the bus number, your starting hub, your time started bus, your in-service time, out of service time, time shut off. Also with basketball, we do have a period of time, like an hour or so, where we do not run. And during that time, you go back to the barn and you park your bus, or you park your bus in the VA loop and you go to the game. Again, we still need that area to mark if you turn off your bus here, and then you turn it back on for your post game. And then your end of service, everything here. Again, if you are told to leave your bus at pumps and someone else is going to park your bus, don't worry. Just put the time that you left your bus at pumps. Now, say you put your bus through cleanup, because sometimes basketball does run right around cleanup time, and you might be told to put your bus through cleanup. Hey, that's fine. You don't really have to put down where you parked your bus during that first time, the first end of service. You can put it right through the cleanup line. Just put your time that the time shut off as the time you put it through cleanup. Now, we did alter the sheet for post game. Bring you up here. So post game, obviously just going to be driving post game. This is a really easy shift. Really encourage you guys to take these special services. So again, put your bus number, your starting hub, the time you started your bus, in service time, and then we don't have that end of service and then starting your service again, because you're only going to be starting and ending once. So then you'll just come over here when you're done and fill this out. It's really important, you guys, to get these as accurate as possible, because I am using this for billing, and try to make these numbers legible. We do keep track of everything. I have an Excel document that I keep track of everything so we can compare, and sometimes the clients like to know how many miles we drove, or how long the bus was in service, like each individual bus. So again, try and keep these as legible and fill in everything. But otherwise, I really hope you guys take special services. They're a great way to make money. With the football shuttles, you actually get time and a half the entire time, and you get a free ticket to the game if you want to go. Again, special services, great. Look at the glass wall. They'll be posted. We have like average 3+ a month. So again, try and take these guys. We really need drivers to drive them. Super easy. Sometimes you only drive for like 40 minutes, and then you just sit around at the barn getting paid. Sign these on, please, folks. and fill these out correctly, and don't make me a bad guy by having to email you and be like, yo, you didn't do this. Please give me your best bet. Please don't do it again. Yada yada. Alrighty, guys. Peace out.